The next inductee was a mainstay on Red Sarachek's legendary teams of the 1950s. He led the team in scoring in each of his 3 seasons, including a school record 513 points in the 54-55 season, which stood for decades. This honoree became the first YU player to be named to the All-Metropolitan team, and in 56-57 was also chosen Small College All-American. He helped his teams to an impressive ledger of 41-17 over his career, including a 16-2 mark in 55-56. Introducing him will be his wife, Mona, and accepting the honor, his son, Scott. Our next honoree is the late Erwin "Red" Blumenreich.
Thank you for honoring Red Blumenreich for the Yeshiva Basketball Hall of Fame. Red leaves a legacy of love and integrity with his family and those who knew him. He has left behind wonderful memories of a loving husband, grandfather, father, and friend. He was Corey's special papa. We are grateful for each and every day we got to see him smile, feel his love, and the lessons learned and all the good times we shared. Basketball was his favorite sport. The first time I saw him play at Yeshiva, I could not believe how he ran up and down the court just like a gazelle, scoring with ease and grace. I fell in love that night. After the game, we went out in a group. Actually, I was not his date that night, but I made up my mind I would soon not only be his date, but the girl he would wind up with. And fortunately for me, it didn't take long to convince him. Red was recognized not only for his scoring ability, but for his ability to make his teammates better. He led the team in passing and scoring for the 3 years he played at Yeshiva. In 1956, they went on to 60 wins and 2 losses, which even today, 61 years later, is still unequaled. He is the only Yeshiva basketball player to be chosen to go on tour with the Harlem Globetrotters and be offered a possible contract with the New York Knickerbockers. Red coached the basketball team for many years at the Williamsburg YMHA. He loved all the kids, and they in turn loved him. And they turned to him for advice not only about baskets, but for any problems that came up in their lives. Red and I were invited to all their weddings and their parties. Now, after those kids grew up, he then coached the YMHA in Queens. One Saturday evening, my sister and I went to watch him coach. Picture his team, all 8-year-old kids. At the first timeout, they all were grabbing their cell phones, checking the messages and missed calls to see about a possible party after the game. My Red didn't even have a cell phone. So he looked so perplexed, he made them all throw their cell phones in his bag until the game was over. The bag at times was ringing and vibrating through the game, but the game went on. It was a very funny night. Red was a very intelligent man who possessed a very clever sense of humor. And Red kept in touch with many of his teammates until his passing. Above all, he loved and cherished his family and friends. We will never forget him. We miss him more than words can say.
You want to wear it, or are you going to wear it? Put it on. Come on up. By placing this jacket across your shoulders, we hereby induct Erwin "Red" Blumenreich into the Yeshiva University Athletics Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Today's a very special day. We're honoring my hero, my father, Red Blumenreich. We're all very proud of him. Well, it's a very big honor for me and my family. You know, our dad is our hero, Red Blumenreich. He really cared about the school and had a lot of pride. and he took a lot of pride in basketball and taught me everything I know. So we couldn't be more happy to be here and celebrate this day with all his old teammates and friends that also got inducted today. And we're just very happy and proud of him. I wish he could have been here today. I'm sure he's looking down on us, and he's very happy. Thank you.